All right, it's getting a little windy out there. We might have a little sound noise here. Work with me. I'm Landria Onkka, and welcome to Chic Sustainability. Let's talk about the downside of any new diet. Mostly keto is the subject matter for today. I'm going to share something with you that really surprised me, and I didn't put the two together. I actually didn't, because I'm one of those people that nothing bothers me. I'm not allergic to things. Maybe hazelnuts, that's about it. Otherwise, I was really surprised at what happened to me. I think you need to listen to this before you switch over to any diet. Test it out a little bit, and let's talk about that right now. Welcome to Chic Sustainability, where we explore sustainable living, eating, decorating, fashion. It's all good. And so I want to show you how you can live a very sustainable, healthy life with very few items, but with amazing items. We don't have cheap stuff in my house, all right? I don't wear cheap clothes. I don't do anything cheap. So if you do fewer things on a higher level, let's say first class, you don't need a lot of money to do that. A lot of times we spend money all over the place, right? We've all done it. Oh, I can have 5 dresses instead of 1. And guess what? You don't wear the 5, and maybe when you do, they fall apart. You're like thinking, I really like that one. And maybe even go back and buy the expensive dress. Waste of money. I check the labels now, and I haven't been always great about this, but I like to buy local, and I like to buy handmade things. And we have plenty of that here in St. Petersburg. You may not. But let's talk about this keto diet that I tried. Yeah, first of all, I hope you'll subscribe. I know my channel is like sporadic, but I'm building on it. I have to get fired up and start to do more recipes and cool stuff for you. And I thought, well, I'll try the keto diet and see how that goes, because I've put on a little bit of weight, and I'm thinking, boy, I used to be a twig. We were all a twig, right? And what's going on? I work out, I do some weight training, not too much. I stopped the CrossFit and actually lost weight. You could say it's muscle, but I do some weight training and actually looked better, felt better. And I thought, every stage of your life and body is going to be different. What you did in your 30s, 40s isn't going to be the same when you get a little bit older, which is where I am. So let's talk about what happened. Well, I watched somebody, if you're not familiar with her, Dr. Mindy Peltz. I'm pretty sure it's Peltz. I love her. She talks about the belly fat. She talks about how you can do all the right things. Why isn't it working? And she has so many practical things. She's really into intermittent fasting. No, not starving yourself. If you're not familiar with intermittent fasting, you don't fast for 24 hours, although you could. But intermittent fasting is when you fast all day and then you pick maybe anywhere from 4 to 8 hours where you can actually eat, okay? And it's not real restrictive. What that does is allows your body to repair and relax, and it's not always filtering food, and your blood pressure and your blood sugar is going up and down. So it's meant to take you into a space where you're only eating that which you desire. And what that does also, it gets you off the sugar cravings, which is what keto is supposed to do. And I thought, well, I don't have sugar cravings. I don't have all that. But if keto is best for belly fat, because that's where I put my weight on, I'm going to try it. And I am a vegetarian, and once in a while I do eat fish, but this worked beautifully. So I realized a lot of veggies are on the keto diet, so I went to the grocery store and I got all kinds of really cool stuff. I was very happy with that. I could actually have real cheese too, which I never have. I have vegan cheese, but I splurged. I got a couple cheeses and thought that adding the fat to the keto diet is one of the key things. It helps you to feel very full, and it's actually good for your body, in moderation, of course. So I go on this keto diet, and I'm eating a few things I normally don't. I ate some Brussels sprouts. I usually don't have those. If I do, it's just a couple. And then I had broccoli, and then I had cauliflower, all in one sitting. No bread, no nothing, no carbs, nothing. I stuck to the diet, and I loved it. I felt full, and I did my fast, my intermittent fasting. I fast for 20 hours, and all week my stomach kept getting bigger and bigger. It didn't look like fat. It looked like I was pregnant. It looked like you could pop my belly, right? Like a balloon. That's how big it got. It was so big, I couldn't disguise it. And my girlfriend's saying to me, well, maybe you have some allergies to, I said, no, I can eat all the stuff that, I have celiacs. I don't have any of that stuff. What is this? Well, then over the weekend, it came on. I was in the bathroom all day, most of the night, and the next day, which is today. My stomach is going down. And then I read up on this. What's causing this? So I actually put in, my stomach looks like I'm 9 months pregnant. What's going on? And guess what? It gave cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. Actually, it was a very small list, and I had eaten all of them, including cheese, which I never eat, which that can have a lactose intolerant kind of effect, although I don't have that. I really think it was the veggies that created this like combustion, and so especially broccoli, which I never have a problem with. But when you combine all these things together, I think it just created this unbelievable amount of gas. I didn't have gas, I didn't feel like I had gas. I wish I had. Maybe the big belly would have gone down, and I thought, oh my gosh. And it was just, I was in the bathroom the whole time. Oh my gosh, I was holding a ton of water, which is not healthy. And I'm thinking about this. What changed? I went on the keto diet. That's not a good thing. And it's not that I can't stay on the keto diet. It's really just eliminating carbs and adding a few more fats. But I have to watch what I'm replacing other things with. You can have avocados, which I usually do. You can have spinach and all kinds of good stuff. But again, take a look at which of these vegetables can cause gassing and bloating that could make your belly swell up like you have never seen before. And I'm serious, it was like unbelievable. I was staring at myself and they were going, this is not real. I feel full. I have not eaten for 2 days. I feel stuffed, probably because all of the gases and everything is still inside of me. So I'm going to fast as long as possible till this all goes down, till I start to feel okay. Today I just went for a walk. It's good to go for a walk. Don't baby yourself. They say if you put some heating pads on, that'll help open everything else and help, hopefully things will flow. Also, and get rid of the pain if you have any pain. I went for a walk. Finally, I'm like, okay, can I make it, long enough for a walk? And I was okay, but I realized I'm going to have to ride this one out. Have you ever been in a position? Is your stomach bloating? It's what you're eating, and it could be super healthy, but you're going to have to pay attention. So, keto diet or not, I'm going to stick to the fasting, the intermittent fasting. I'm going to slowly introduce some veggies and eggs. I love eggs. This is allowed on the keto diet. And I'm going to go back to my vegan cheeses just a little bit. And it allows sour cream, cream cheese. I actually put a couple of those. I never do that stuff and I'm paying for it. So again, if you're going to do a diet, don't shift out of so many changes that your body just goes into shock and you don't know what kind of reaction it's going to have. Yes, get rid of the junk food. That'll be fine. But if you go to the healthier foods, it doesn't mean you're not going to have some kind of issues, gastrointestinal or otherwise. I'll keep you posted on this because I'd like to drop some weight and do it healthy, and I'm going to stick to keto, but it's going to be on my terms. All right, I don't want to show you my stomach because it's a little personal. So you'll get to see a picture of a woman who's 9 months pregnant. I'm not quite that bad, but it feels like it. I'll see you in the next video. Be chic and sustainable. See you there.